The Detroit Pistons. Look, let's talk about the first three games, and I'm trying to, I'm trying really hard to not do a crash course reaction. I mean, it's a long season, and I think a lot of Pistons fans have come up this season with a lot of anticipation, excitement. We've got the best young core. Surely we've got the best young core. We've got Cade. We've got Jaden. We've got Jalen. I mean, Cade, Jaden, Jalen. Man, that's a rap group over there. Look, we've got a good fundamental core. You know, Troy Weaver's done amazing things in the offseason. We got Boyan. We got Boyan for peanuts. We got Boyan for nothing. So, look, expectations were high. The preseason sucked. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Um, so had a bit of tempered expectations going into the Orlando game, and I think squeaking out with the win probably set course wrong expectations, and I've been, taken a couple of pegs down in terms of the performances that I've seen Detroit against New York, which seemingly we have no answer to. I think New York really has our number, at least recently. The size, I don't know what it is, but New York's definitely got us, especially down in New York. Um, and against Indiana today, I mean, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. And it's really hard as a Detroit fan. But look, let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about the positives. I think we have something in Jaden Ivey. He's a number 5 pick. God knows, we better hope that we have something. But obviously, the first step is great. He is raw. He is very, very raw. There's no doubts about it. Like, it's almost like giving your kids the key to a Ferrari. And Jaden Ivey is that Ferrari, but at this point, it's all power. There's not a lot of nuance in what he does. And the fact of the matter is, just on that electricity, just on that athleticism, he's getting at least six to 8 points a game just off the back of that, which is exciting. Which means that there is upside. But what's shown really well is his passing. He's passed very well. I think he's averaging. Nah, he's not averaging more passes than Cade. Assists, rather. But, like, his passing has been really good. Better than advertised. And he's looking actively. It's not that he's looking to attack, which, much to the dismay to some people, myself maybe included, maybe I wanted Jaden to be a 20-point per game scorer. And I think in his most evolved form, that's what Jaden Ivey is going to be. Jalen Duran, there looks to be something there for Jalen Duran. He's been thrust into the spot. Look, the first game, again, maybe set course expectations more than we're after, because he had such a strong debut. And, his defense comes and goes. I mean, he is a rookie. He's a rookie big man. There is a learning curve. There's a steep learning curve. But, if you squint, you can kind of see we potentially have our center for the future in Jalen Duran. He's got to be more of he's a big boy. I mean, he's 18 years old, but he's got to be more assertive in the defensive end, and that'll take time. Okay. Cade Cunningham. Now this one is hard. I think look, as at today, on the third game for the Pistons schedule, he's averaging around 18 points. He is struggling to shoot efficiently, and it's almost reminiscent of last season. But last season potentially, with the injury, he had a reason for his slow start. But I mean, what do you give? Yeah, again, I'm trying to zoom out, but what excuses do we give Cade? And the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of change going around him. He now has Jaden Ivey that they're going to acclimate, and to be honest, I think it's a big change for Cade. Jaden can score in ways that Cade can't score. And I really think he's trying to figure that out. And almost to the detriment of the aggressiveness that he'd built on in the latter half of last year. His shots look flat. He's constantly getting blocked at the rim. I mean, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, because our eggs are firmly in the Cade Cunningham basket. And I think we agree that in time, he will be he'll be a vital cog. Now, where he sits in that cog, because Cade Cunningham is that guy. I mean, that's in the beginning of this season, everyone was expecting big jumps from Cade. And we got to zoom out because this is a young team. And we got to zoom out because this shooting guard, point guard dynamic between Cade and Jaden, I don't know who the actual point guard is here because Jaden has come out of the blocks with a lot more passing than I think we all would have anticipated. And he definitely, his jump shot is just not there at all. I mean, I'm not even sure what his shooting percentage is. So that's got to be figured out. And they've come off really slow. Isaiah Stewart, he's playing well, but he is not the full-time. We're undersized. We're woefully undersized there. Obviously, Boyan's playing real well, by the way. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic for Boyan. I'm not ecstatic when in the beginning of the quarters it's Boyan that's leading us from a scoring sort of perspective. But if everything is crashing and burning, how is he not worth a first-round pick? I mean, maybe he isn't because Utah seem to give him away pretty easily. But look, trying to zoom out here, Isaiah does all of the right things. He's a culture setter. I really liked actually the New York game when, Jaden fouled the New York point guard. I'm losing it. But anyway, Isaiah wouldn't allow him to pick him up. And there's a little of that Detroit bad. He embodies everything about Detroit. But I don't think he is the starting caliber point guard. And with the Detroit team, they're trying to be very unselfish. A lot of times there's a lot of penetration there, but it doesn't finish it. And I hate to say it, but we're really missing Marvin Bagley. And I'm really intrigued to see what happens when we have an expert finisher around the rim, which expert finisher, Marvin Bagley, I don't know if, that's being very generous. We're without the full complement. We've got a lot of injuries. And the depth is showing. Killian Hayes so far has been a disappointment. It kind of sucks, to be honest. I'm not too sure how long Killian Hayes has with this team, and I'm not too sure what we can get for him, to be quite frank. That's a tough one. The bench unit sucks for now. I mean, is struggling. We're struggling to get points. And it's kind of hard when you see a Ben Mathurin pop off for consecutive 25-plus games, thinking, oh, did we do the wrong thing? No, I think we've got something here. And we can't assess the team on the first 3 games. We don't have the full squad. We're missing the vertical threat in Marvin Bagley. We did sign him for a reason. And right now things are a bit slow. Maybe Cade's the kind of guy that, just takes a while, but to pop off, at least from his jump shots, and he does need to shoot better. In my mind, I think Cade needs to not abandoned. He needs to be respected at the 3-point, but he needs to get back that mid-range. Because last year, after the All-Star break, that mid-range was close to automatic, and that's really what opened it up for Cade, especially with a lot of the interior bigs defending him, and he just doesn't have that vertical pop at the moment to finish it. Yeah, it's a tough one. Like you see the semblance and the future structure of a team that can contend for Detroit. You see the archetypes. And then you think, what are we missing here? We're definitely missing depth. We're definitely missing a big man that can really alter shots defensively. And we're missing a finisher. I think there are a lot of things happening. It's going to be a long season for the Pistons. This year's draft class is pretty loaded. I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of FOMO when I see the likes of, Ben Mathurin, and Keegan Murray looks really good as well. It would have been interesting. But look, we've got the team that we've got. We've got to stick behind them. What do you think, Piston fans? I know it's going to be a long year, but the positive for this is if all goes to shit, we got Victor. We're campaigning for Victor. This is not the worst draft to have like an awful season, but man, I know we came in with expectations. Only 3 games in. Surely the shooting is going to improve. Cade and Jaden, they're going to have more reps, and there is something there. The backcourt is scoring. It's just not efficiently as of yet. The front court needs a bit of work. But, look, that's my reaction for the first 3 games. What do you think, Piston fans? Put some comments below. Where do you think our team is going to be? Do you think we should just tank for Victor? Do you think we should just tank for Victor Wembanyama? Let me know. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and, we hope to see you soon.